Welcome back to Drumard Farm. Okay, I'm just getting the last strip of these potatoes in. I did miss this furrow down here, but I've spotted it, so hopefully there's no more. Well, let's hope not. Yeah, we've got to get this back. I've moved the Fiat and the other potato planter over to the arable farm. They've been cleaned up and raring to go for more work. So we're going to get this over there as well. Then we need to get some grass work done. Also need to get the field data for over here if I haven't bought it. I don't think I have. And see what needs doing to the peas and the potatoes. So yeah, a little bit to get done before we move on into April. Quite a lot of grass work. I think what I'm going to do is we'll do a field of grass. Hold on. Oh, at least they swerved. Do a field of grass, and then we might put it on a worker for the other fields, and then I might also get that into the silage pit off camera, just because it will take forever. Yeah, I've got a plan for the future with the grass. I've just got to do a little bit more research into it. Probably won't be going down the mower route for forever, but for now I need to not think about spending money, because we obviously want to get the soup factory. And yeah, we're a couple of hundred at least off of that now because of my spending, but we'll get there. There's no real rush for it. Of course, we don't own these grass fields anymore, so I don't have to worry about those little fields here. The big field up the top here of grass, that will still go, that'll be baled for the sheep and goats, or just the goats, sorry. Okay, let's just give this a sprinkle of water out. Yeah, that was quite a messy affair, and of course potatoes it will be. It's a messy process. Apologise if I any juddering on the screen. I keep getting that. I normally get it when I log in the game. I think everyone does, but yeah, I've had it for a little while now. Hopefully it disappears. Let's just give it a bit of extra here, because get that footwell all cleaned up, and then just the machine, which doesn't look too bad. Excellent. I feel better now. Right, I'll put this with the other planter. The pigs are doing well. Glad we went with a different breed this time. I think we went with the Berkshire. Was it the Berkshire? We'll grab the mower and give that a bit of a spray up as well, I think. Can't wait to get some chickens in there. It's a little bit daunting, because I was kind of relying on some of the money from the grain that we're going to get out of the ground in the next few months to buy the soup factory with, so I have to wait a little bit longer and sell the eggs instead. There's quite a few chickens in there, so we might need to hold all that grain back for them, I think. We've got wheat and barley, although we did do a canola field, so we'd have that to sell. And I'll preserve food, and if we need to sell things sooner than we should, we will. We're not at the point yet of having the luxury of holding off for the best time. Again, I'll keep my eye out for contracts, but just want to try not to knock this arm. There we are. Yeah, I'll keep my eye out for contracts. See if there's anything good going out there. Right, it might actually just be easier to bring the pressure washer out here rather than back this in there. In fact, for me that's the only option. Let's do that. It's not a lot of fun to steer this. It's not like the other pressure washers. It seems to be a bit dodgy, the old steering. Way. Maybe that's just me. Okay, it doesn't reach very far, so... Oh, it's a big push. There we are. This is not pressure washer simulator. Let's not turn it into that. But it does. It's all jobs it needs doing, you know. I don't think I've washed this since we had it, so it's definitely in need. And don't fire into the engine bay. I don't know if that's pitting or actual dirt. Maybe dirt. A bit of both, perhaps. Doesn't have to be perfect. We're going out and using it now anyway, so that's pretty good. Right, we'll get a field done then, and then look at what else we've got to do. Must buy the field data for the potatoes and the peas. I'd use my indicators, but by the time I get through here, it's not worth using them. Sounds really bad, but it's just on, off, on, off. Yeah, it's been a good little mow, this. Well, I say little, quite big. I think possibly what I want to do for the future of the mowing or the grass, and possibly if I can get an attachment for the straw, I think I can, is go down the forage harvester, I was going to say forage wagon then, the forage harvester route. Not immediately, because we've got plenty of things to pay for, but I think if I had that, I'd do more grass work. It's not how I would usually do grass. I normally always mow it, bale it, or pick it up with a wagon. But yeah, if we get a flexible trailer on the back, and then we could just pull it straight into the bunker silo, and it's job done then, isn't it? Keep the baler for up with the sheep field we cut for the not the sheep field, but the grass we cut for the sheep up at the other farm where we just was. I'd keep the baling going up there, because it makes sense to have the bales for the sheep, I suppose, to transport it all the way over there. If I was running wagons backwards and forwards from there to the sheep, it probably wouldn't be worth it. Not for one field. Okay. So try and start in the corner. Are there collisions on these posts? I don't think there are. No. We'll try not to go through them anyway. Yeah, that's the other thing with a forage harvester. Can I get it through all the gates? I mean, I know there's no collisions on them, but they still have posts. Let's get that switched on. Let's get some lines. Let's go 2 headlands at least. Hope I didn't change that. I've done my Farmer Lord special and hidden the lines, I think. Oh no, they are on. There we are. $17 miles an hour. That's pretty good, isn't it? Good width. I don't know what the width is. I should have just looked. But it's pretty wide, isn't it? If we did get a forage harvester eventually, I don't know, I know the Jaguar is, I believe that's what it is very popular, but I quite like the New Holland, if I'm honest. I do like New Holland, especially in the yellow. It's a little bit of a struggle here, getting going on the hill. Yeah, a few fields to do. I'd say this is probably the smallest of them. Well, what I'll do is then we'll put some music on. We'll get this all chomped up, and then we'll look at getting some field data, I think. Okay, just this last little bit here. Might be a couple of odd tufts I need to pick up or chop up. I haven't got my header down there, have I? Oh, that was a bit too fast, even for this. There we are. Yeah, we'll get his last few tufts, and then we'll hopefully be able to just glide straight through into the other field without unattaching the header or the attachment. Yeah, I think that is it. I need to clear the yield map, really. I should have done that earlier. Now, can we just get through here without all the nonsense of unattaching and reattaching? There, looks a little bit tight. I'm going to go see if I can get through up here. I would have thought we'd got that. That was just a little bit tighter than I thought by looks. I'll try the gate. There we are. Should have done that in the first place. Right, okay, so we'll set a worker off on this. Let's give me 3 headlands. There we go. Right, she normally does a good job, so let's hope. And then, well, let's go and buy that field data. So where are we here? Potatoes. It's not too bad, is it? It's not too expensive. Okay, then let's find out, what do we need? pH, what's it looking? Let's just get out there. What are we looking at pH wise? The value is good. Oh, that's good. I didn't really want to be driving over that too much with all the ridges. Okay, well I think, what's it like for fertilizer? Okay, nitrogen needs doing. We need to fertilize it. This looks even better. Nitrogen perfect. Really? Okay, well I'm happy to leave the lime as it is because of the money at the moment. But we'll grab the spreader and put some fertilizer in it. And we'll come up and do the field 2, which is the potatoes. So let's grab the fear. There we are. And oh yeah, I cleaned this off camera, believe it or not. I think there's lime in the fertilizer spreader, or in the spreader. How much slurry have we got now? Reproduction is 60%, so they're a few months off and then they'll calf. Slurry, quite minimal, so we must have done that recently. Yeah, as I thought, lime, okay. I could really do with a proper bale and pallet storage area, just to spawn these straight into. What I'll do is I'll put them in the yard out here, and then I can get them tidied up. Oh, that's quite worked out quite nicely. And then we can get some of these used up. This would be good actually to have more fertilizer in here, because we have to fertilize the grass fields, I would think. Will it get that one next door? It will. Fantastic. And I think there's some up in the little workshop up here. Good, we're starting to use that up then. That's nice, it's all paid for, we haven't got to worry about that. I do eventually, I would like to get a big trailer to fill up with TMR rather than keep doing all these small pieces. In fact, I better check their food. But my only issue is this gate. Because obviously, if I want to swing a big trailer through here, I'm going to go. I know there's no collision on it, but it doesn't look pretty. Keep driving through it, you know. So that's the only thing that puts me off of it. I suppose I could just back a big trailer into here and then pull it in and out, couldn't I? I could do it that way. And when we get the straw as well, just running rather than running loads of little trailers. I'd probably still keep things small in the field, such as taking the grain off the fields when we harvest and things like that. I'd still keep the trailers and the tractors of small horsepower for that, but just for that one task of feeding the animals or feeding the cows. Worker's doing a splendid job. I suppose I'll get some beacons on. I'm not really too sure what to do after this, if I'm honest. There's a lot of grass to pick up, but I don't want to, you know, I know some people do like the grass work, but there's only so much to and fro in the forage wagon I can time lapse. Maybe worth looking at a contract. So I'm just going to check that again. It just seems unbelievable. So it says red there, but maybe it doesn't need to be green if that's the crop. It says nitrogen's perfect. Yeah. Okay, well, if I haven't got to pay for it and I haven't got to spread it, I won't. Ah, I must get that cultivator back. I was wondering where the other one was. I will get some lines for this. Actually, no. Do we need lines for this? Let's not. Let's. Well, I think I've hired a worker there. That's probably cost me a pretty penny for nothing. Right, we're at full width. Let's just zoom out here. Okay, I thought that was going to go wide, and it did. Okay, that's definitely making an improvement. It's not using too much either. I must remember to get these soybeans in. Actually, is that next month, April, for soybeans? Let's take a look. Yes. Okay, so that's going to be another thing that helps towards the funding the seed factory. Quite a misty day. What time are we on? 10 past 2 nearly. I think I did see some bale wrapping to do. There was one for around 6,000-7,000. There was actually a couple there. So we might, if we went bale wrapping, we could probably make ourselves £10,000 or sorry, euros. Oh, that's another thing. I need to change the speedometer over to kilometers per hour. I believe that is what it is in Ireland. Not that I suppose it really matters. I'm sure some machines, you know, we get some machines with kilometers per hour here, so it's all interchangeable, isn't it? Okay, a small strip down here. Well, okay, that's gone a lot easier than I thought. I was going to use loads of lime, loads of fertiliser. That's been very forgiving. And then I think there's a strip towards the end to our right there. Just there. Whoops. Double whoops. Good. Okay, well that's until weeding then. That's these two fields done, and I must remember to do that. We have the 2 hoes, so no excuse, only my memory. Okay, we'll go and take the spreader back, but we won't tuck it away too far because we're just going to need it for the grass fields. And I'll just check on the feed for the cows. In fact, I'll just check all the animals because once the grass is picked up and maybe we've done a couple of contracts, it's going to be time to move into April. I'll probably just sort March 2nd out myself because it'll just be an animal feed or check the sales, something like that. Let's get that readjusted so we're at full width for the spreader when we come to use it again. I'll tell you what I'll do. I was going to pick up those, see if I can get those last 2 stillages of lime into here. Fertilizer, sorry. Yeah, we're getting a nice little bit of kit set up here now. I'm quite happy with it, machinery wise. That's that one, and then that one to go when we need it. If I just plop this down here, hopefully it won't fall over. No, that's good. Let's get all that off. It's going to fly up. See how the worker's doing. Okay, so they've still got quite a bit to do. Checking with the animals. Start from the beginning. Grass, plenty of grass. Milk's building, but plenty of room for that to spawn. Health's 100%, but look at the total mixed ration. Okay, we absolutely have to go and do that now. I know they've got the meadow, but I never trust it, and I'm sure you only get 80% with that most of the time. Occasionally it seems like you get 100%, but I don't know. Let's just give them what they need. I might do 2, just keep them going for a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking about adding more cows, not just waiting for them to calve, but actually adding more. I could really, we've got this sitting here that could really benefit us, even though we're not making cheese, just to get some milk and sell that. But the problem is, again, I just have to ignore that gate. I can't do nothing about it. Yeah, I need to get a bigger trailer really to be feeding them with. See, it's not too bad, is it, the price? And of course they'll have some straw soon. Yeah, to get out of not needing a straw blower. Right, what sip side are we on here? Back, we don't want that. Right, is what we want. Yeah, to get out of using a straw blower, what we could do is we have the silo at the top. If we put our straw from our wheat and barley into that, whether it's a bale or whether it's loose, well, it'll be bales, I would think, at the moment, until we get a forage harvester. That will come out loose then, in which case I could then put that in this trailer and tip it straight into it, avoiding needing to buy or rent or use a straw blower, which I find a bit tedious at times. Especially when you've got a bigger cow barn, mind the gate. Yeah, I think that's what we might do with that. So with the grass and picking it up, I think I'll do a bit off camera, and then I'll leave some for us to come. Oh, there was a. Oh, that's lime. Sorry, if you can say else there. Leaving us a bit to do on camera as well, just to sort of break it up a bit. How are they doing now? Okay, I'm going to do this and then one more. Sure to be sure. How's the milk looking? Yeah, nothing to write home about, is it? So we only have 50 cows in that. One more of these. I mean, I could buy straw in here and start getting the manure, but I don't think manure is worth a great deal, and I think most of the time straw's worth more, or at least it says it is, but I'm not sure. Maybe by how many leaves it's not. I haven't worked it out ever. I should really, but I really just give it to them because it's the right thing to do. So I don't really want to go buying it. Need to get some fuel as well soon. Okay, last one of these. And how's that looking? Okay, it looks a lot better. I didn't check on the pigs. Yeah, they look happy as a pig in mud. What I will do is just pull this out of here, get a cover on. This might as well stay under here. Thank you. Okay, work is nearly finished. Let's just pull over and see what contracts are available. Okay, yes, we have that bale. What is this? Oh, we've got a weeding contract here. And that is... Yeah, okay. We're going to borrow the items and do that for David. First of all... No. Well, they'll let us know when they've finished the worker. Let's tab over to the store. Here we are, little Kubota. Oh no, I'm actually for once in the perfect uniform. And a nice big weeder. Now, rather than going the wrong way, I'm just going to fly up and check the roadways from an aerial point of view. A bird's eye view. And it is field 23. And it looks like... Yeah, I wonder if we can actually get through here. I don't know. Let's have a little look at roughly where we're going. I'm trying to orientate myself there. Okay, so if we came, I think it's this field here. Nope. Maybe that one. Well, what I'll do is not unfold that in the store because I don't like it. Get some beacons on. I'll see you at the field and we'll get weeding. See you there. Okay, I've just taken off. Sorry, I had to stop recording and then press record again. But I've only just got into the field. I've moved the worker on the grass, and we're just starting to weed. But you wouldn't know it. I was trying to find the field with the flying up, but you can see why I was confused. You can't see any weeds, but apparently there are some, and the percentage bar is going up. So. Happy days. We're doing it. 12 miles an hour. It does not seem like 12 miles an hour, but apparently it is. I like this little tractor. Very, very sprightly when it's not attached to the weeder. Yeah, so there's a bit to do here, but you see I've only gone up there and we're already at 14%, so 15 there. So this shouldn't take too long at all. If we can just get a contract in, maybe each episode at the moment, 1, maybe 2, then just bump those profits up a bit, or bump our bank balance up a bit at least. Yeah, I definitely need the lines for this because, well, as you can see, apart from my tyre marks, how would you know where you've been? Yeah. I wonder what horsepower this is. Because I'm just thinking having a weeder in our garage might be a good idea. We're just going to go do our own contracts. I mean, I normally let it go to hoe, but if it was a contract, then yeah, worth having. I can't imagine this has got a huge amount of horsepower. Well, I'll stop rambling on. We're at 20%, and we'll get some music on because we're probably running out of a bit of video time. Well, it looks like we're just coming towards the end of this. I prefer it when there's actually weeds you can see, I'm not going to lie to you. Where are we here? I'm just trying to see where I've been with my tracks. So are we 95%? Come on, I need to start seeing that going up now. It's always a bit of a worry when you get to a field and things aren't what they seem. 97, okay, so it's looking good. I wonder how the worker's getting on. Got a funny old sky that today. Misty and sunny. 98. .99 and complete. Okay, let's get all that switched off and collect our winnings. Just a little boost in the bank there, nothing major, but it's all going to help. Right, let's collect that 8,318. Thank you, David. I'm sure you won't have any weed problems anymore. Good. Well, I think we're going to leave this one here. I do keep ending on the time lapse. I don't like to, but it just seems to be how it's working out lately. But yeah, we'll leave this here. We've got a bit done, a bit of grass work done. All the potatoes and peas are just ready to do their own thing now, apart from weeding or hoeing for us. Yeah, and then we're just going to be moving on towards some sort of harvest, I suppose. So yeah, thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.